Hello from Lisbon. This is the first podcast we are recording for our Theater is Cool project, and we are hosted here in Dita Agencia, which we have the pleasure to have our meeting here. And for this podcast, we are going to speak with Mariana from Dita Agencia. Thank you very much for accepting.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Interview. And we would like to talk about the involvement of your organization in this project, because it's not usual that this type of organization is involved in Creative Europe projects. So, can you, at the beginning, please describe a little bit the profile of Dita Agencia?
Okay. So we are a digital-first company. We work mainly with strategic and creative processes. We offer social media services, influencer services, PR and communication, media relations, that sort of services. We started our company, it used to be called Milnar. By the starting of this project, we were Milnar. And about a year ago, we changed to Dita, which offer more services than Milnar. So we have grown since then, and we are still growing, and it's been a great journey. And we are very happy to be part of this project.
So which is the profile of the clients with which you are usually working?
Okay, so we usually work with big brands like Inditex, Bershka, with Imo Virtual, with Allegro, with brands already known in the market, but also newest brands that aren't recognizable yet and are making their journey as well growing. And so we help from big ones to smaller ones. We are used to do everything about communication to help them grow and reach their audiences.
In which fields mainly? Clothing, industry?
It's actually, it's well divided. We don't really fall into one category. We have a lot of different clients, yes.
But do you have experience in working in the theater field?
No, not the theater field. We do work a lot with production companies and with actors and actresses, but we didn't work with theater.
So this is your first time?
It is.
So what kind of differences have you seen in working with theater in comparison with working with other fields?
Well, the main differences, I believe, are that with clients, when they reach us, they already have something in mind, a goal, and they reach Dita to make everything for them, you know? So to think about the problem, to find a solution, and then to implement that solution. And in this case, we work with theater companies to help them know about the tools that are available for them to promote by themselves theater. So it's to make them independent and self-sufficient in the communication area. So that theater will rejuvenate and gather newest audiences.
Okay, so this kind of capacity building is also something new for your work.
Yes, because we give our teams formation and courses, but not our clients. We teach our clients something specific, but not about what we do, communication. So it was new in that sense of the project.
And what would you recommend to a theater organization who wants to use influencer marketing to promote their performances?
Okay, so it's important to know that communication involves a lot of strategies and formats. So influencer marketing is one tool, and it's very useful and important, but it's important to integrate them with other strategies. So work well your social media so that when influencer says to their audience to go find you and your brand, you must have something to receive the audience, the new audience. You know, you must have a platform, must have content, must have a good website, must have a good face, a good image, and good content, so that when the new audience go visit you, feel and know what you're about. So, minding that, you also have newsletters, you have direct mail, you have a lot of other strategies, but then you get to influence marketing. And one of the of our goals for this project was to kind of create a movement. We work with a big book company, which is called WOOC, and we have helped them to navigate this wave of book talkers. So average people, or just people who started reading or have already been reading for a long time, start sharing their experience in TikTok, and they become known as not influencers but book talkers. And we were hoping to create this movement as well for theaters. So target young audiences, make them feel like theater is cool. Sharing how these influencers, these TikTokers, their experience with theater and how theater is cool and what kind of performances are you going to see and plays, and then gathering a lot of people saying the same thing, we would kind of create a movement and start. It's a movement of people feeling that theater is cool. It's not just Netflix that is entertainment. It's not just social media. You can get up and go to the theater, and that is cool as well.
From what you have seen that it was implemented in the 3 pilot theater companies that are involved in the project from Greece, from Italy, and from Lithuania, have you made any conclusions on the possibilities that, or the challenges also that influencer marketing has in theater, or that influencers have to engage with theater companies, or that theater companies have in order to engage with influencers?
Okay, so everything is new in this project. Everything, we had to create the social media platforms in some cases. We had to create contents, and then we had to teach these theater companies how to find influencers, how to negotiate with them, how to define what was important for each part, what kind of content and storytelling we were wanting to bring up. And so there was a lot of challenges, because it's not just implementing something that you know it's right and will work. It's about teaching others to do this and giving hands and going alongside with this process. So everything takes a little bit more, but you know that you are giving every tool you have in your bag for these companies to become independent. So it was a challenge on that, but I think it's coming along very well. Good results as well. More followers on social media. We noticed that since we start implementing the face of influencers, that there was a leap on growth as well. So yes, 3 pilots, but 3 pilots with good results, and maybe we can find out at the end that this would be good to be implemented in more companies.
Okay, that's very good and promising conclusions. Yes. Do you think that this project has influenced the way that you are working, or you are perceiving your work in any way?
Well, I tell you this. I think it has influenced us, our team, to think about theater more and in a more profound way. And also that we have started to work with this project from the communication phase forward, but that in the future it would be great if we could go a little behind and start working with the governments to help change structural things about theater. We have we had the amazing Joana Brito sharing her experience, and as she told us, when she was younger, the school gave her two opportunities to see theater when she was younger, and I shared that experience as well. And the plays, the performances were very classic, very poorly adapted. I mean, cringe. So in some ways, and we really feel that doesn't represent what theater is about. And so maybe structurally, we could start approaching the problem of theater in another way, and then helping theaters with communication. But if we resolve the structure first, it will be a wider and powerful result for every theater in Europe.
Okay. And last question. This is your first participation also in a European cooperation
Yes.
project. How was the experience?
Okay, so a lot of detail, a lot of measuring, a lot of metrics, and the process. So thankfully, we have you to keep us delivering everything on time and right. But yeah, that is the main difference between working with clients and working with a European project, because you are doing everything right and everything that that works, best practices, but then you have to go back to reports and say, we did this, yes, and it has the results, and we will do this, and everything is documented, everything is listed, and is how it should be. But it has an extra work load to the project. But we are very happy to be part of this, and we really hope to make a difference. As far as we know and we've been seeing, it has been delivering good results, so we are happy.
Okay, so with your help and your support, we hope that theatre school can become a movement, and that we can involve also many other organizations, theatre organizations or cultural and creative organizations throughout Europe to join this movement. Thank you very much for this conversation.
Thank you, Costas. Thank you. Let's do it.